Welcome everyone. In this video we are navigating through different menus in WEB POS. Initially visit the login page, and use the IMS software provided username and password to sign in. Once you've successfully logged in, you'll be directed to the main screen of IMS software. This is where you can view different menus of the application. After installation, it is always recommended to re-verify your company details, including the fiscal year, necessary warehouses and branches for smooth operation. So let's check these details one by one. For company details, always verify the company name, address, and VAT number from the master menu. Click on Others, and from that drop-down select Company Master, from where you can view the details of your company that were set while installing the IMS software. Whereas this icon indicates your current logged-in branch, to verify the branches, click on this icon and view the list for the required branch. If the branches doesn't exist as per your requirement, then you can contact us through IMS support. Similarly, this icon indicates the existing fiscal year. It has been set while installing the software. If the current fiscal year is not displayed as per your requirement, then you can contact us through IMS support. After that, the search box. This feature allows you to search for specific submenus with the software quickly. This saves time and effort compared to manually searching through the different menu options. Now, as you can see the notification icon, it will provide important alerts of expiry products, intercompany purchases and sales, purchase orders, and other reminders. After that, let's look into the setting icon, from where you will be able to sign out, change your password, back up your data, and from this help button you can view the version of the software that you are using, and read the manual of how to use the software. Initially, let's talk about all menus under the dashboard, where the business flashcard displays a summary of major indicators of business and its performance, which include sales, purchases, and inventory. In IMS software, mostly dashboard data are loaded on the basis of selected date, under the business flashcard. Let's look into each box and figures one by one. At first, total sales. It will display the total amount of sales on a selected date. Now, sales return box. It will display the total amount of sales return on a selected date. The net sales. It will display the total amount of sales after deducting sales return of the same date. Similarly, a number of bills. It will display the total number of sales invoices issued on a selected date. Now let's look at average basket size. It displays how many items on average are sold in a single sale. It is calculated by dividing the total number of items sold by the total number of invoices. The value displayed in size is calculated from the total quantity from multiple sales invoices, dividing by the number of bills, and the value displayed in RS is calculated from total sales, dividing by the number of bills. Now let's look at the total purchase. It will display the total amount of purchases of a selected date. Similarly, purchase return will display the total amount of purchase return of a selected date. Following that, net purchase. It will display the total amount of purchases after deducting purchase return of the same date. Now, stock position. It displays the total stock quantity of all the available items. Quantity refers to the stock of all items on the basis of their base unit, and value refers to the total amount of the available stock. Information up to the selected date is included here. At last, negative stocks. It will display the total number of items that have negative stocks from all the available items. Here, item NOS represents the number of items whose stocks went negative, and quantity represents the negative stock quantity. Information up to the selected date is included here. Now let's look into the sales and purchase graph. It is a visual representation of the net amount of sales and purchase made over a specific period of time. You may also use this button to view the figure based on the values or quantity. Whereas the stock position pie chart represents the contribution of each item group in total available stock up to the selected date. Top end sales bar graph represents the contribution of each item category in total sales up to the selected date. You will be able to view the figure in both quantity and value. Now let's have a look at the sales contribution pie chart. It represents the contribution of each item category in total sales up to the selected date. So furthermore, we will cover the software's working flow, in which we will first create the necessary master to make a product, and then create a product. Following that, we will conduct product transactions, beginning with the opening entry to purchase and sales. We will look into the reports of that transactions, and finally, we will look at the utilities of the software. Now that we have completed the dashboard section, we'll go to the menu bar and look at the mostly used menus. If you've clicked on this menu, which is Backup and Restore, you can back up your data and retrieve previously saved data. After that, let's start with the Master option, which allows you to create and manage various master data. You can view and manage your inventory, add new items, update existing items, set quantities, and track stock levels. First, we will create a warehouse. A warehouse is a commercial building generally used for the storage of goods. Simply click on the master and other sub-menus will be displayed. Again, click on the master and from that drop-down select Warehouse Master. You can create and manage multiple warehouses for the inventory, and assign them to the specific location or region. After that, we will create a unit. A unit is a specific quantity or measurement of a product. It helps in determining the quantity of items. Click on this other sub-menu and from that drop-down select Unit Master. It allows you to create different units that are used to determine the product. Again, move on to the master where we will create a category. A category refers to a group or classification of products based on common characteristics such as type, use, material, etc. Select Category Master from the Master drop-down menu. It allows you to create different categories for your products to be organized. Now let's create a party. Click on Master and from that drop-down select Party Master. It allows you to add and manage the information of your suppliers and customers. You can add new parties, modify their details, and delete them as needed. You can also assign unique codes and account numbers to each party for easy reference and identification. As we have created the necessary data to make a product, now we will create the product from the Product Master. Click on Master and from that drop-down select Product Master, which allows you to create groups, subgroups, and product. You can also set various details such as product code, description, pricing, and other features. Now, after successfully creating a product, we will perform a transaction of that product beginning with the opening entry to purchase and sales. Likewise, let's look into another menu, which is a transaction. The transaction includes functionalities for purchase, sales, and inventory movement. Let's look at the sub-menu of transactions one by one. Now for the opening entry, click on the Inventory Movement menu, and from that drop-down select an opening stock entry. It is the process of entering the initial stock balance of a product that is available. It includes the number of goods that are available in the warehouse at the start of the accounting period, or closing stock available. Starting date of software installation could also be the source of opening stock. Now let's look into another sub-menu, which is a purchase. It refers to the act of acquiring goods or products from a supplier in exchange for payment. We will start with the purchase invoice. It is used to record the purchase of goods or services from suppliers. They are important documents for both the buyer and the seller as they serve as proof of the transaction and provide information on the details of the purchase. Lastly, a debit note as purchase return refers to the process of returning goods or products back to the supplier for various reasons like a defective product or wrong product. Please keep in mind that if the purchased product has already been sold, the purchased return cannot be saved. Now let's look into sales. It is the process of selling items to the customer in return for payment. At first, we will look at an abbreviated tax invoice. It is an important document for a retail business that sells goods directly to customers in a small amount to a large number of customers. Secondly, sales tax invoice, which is also known as a tax invoice. A tax invoice is an itemized commercial document that records the products or services delivered to the customer, the total amount due, and the preferred payment method. Lastly, a credit note as a sales return is a transaction in which a customer returns or refunds a product or service that they previously purchased from a business. Now you can also change the price of the product in bulk from the Bulk Price Change Master. Go to Master, click on Others, and from that drop-down select Bulk Price Change Master. It is used when a product has multiple batches. It allows you to update the selling price of the product in bulk. You can select the group of products and update their price based on a percentage or fixed amount, and for the single batch, you can simply change the price from the product master. Once all of the transactions have been completed, we will go over the reports. To do so, simply click on this report. Report in IMS software provides users with valuable information about inventory and related activities. They include pre-built reports such as sales, purchase, inventory valuation, and stock movement. First, let's look into the purchase report. It provides a comprehensive overview of the company's purchasing activities. Select the purchase report, then it will display the various purchase-related reports, and you can view the report as per your requirement. For now, we will open the purchase book report, and view the report of the purchase transaction that we have performed. This is the purchase book report generated by IMS software. You can also use these options to reload the report, and download the report in Excel sheet or in PDF format. Now, sales report. Select the sales report, then it will display the various sales-related reports, and you can view the report as per your requirement. For now, we will open the sales book report, and view the report of the sales-related transaction that we have performed. This is the sales book report generated by IMS software. After that, inventory report. Select the inventory report, and it will display detailed information about inventory-related activities. You can open any report and view the report as per your requirement. Simply select the VAT report, then it will display the VAT-related report of sales and purchases. You can open any report and view the report as per your requirement. In addition, let's look into utilities. It is a feature that can help users perform various tasks related to system maintenance and data management. Click on this utilities, and from that drop-down change fiscal year will be displayed. Let's look into it. Change fiscal year. It involves updating the fiscal year. You can obtain the data from the previous year by changing your current fiscal year. Now let's move to the next menu, which is configuration. Simply click on this menu and the other two sub-menu will be displayed. The first sub-menu, which is User Manager, allows for creating users and assigning roles, and provide rights according to your requirement. The second sub-menu, which is Master Migration, allows you to download the Excel sheet, and upload it in the software accordingly to your requirement. We sincerely hope that watching this video helped you to navigate through important menus and the workflow of WEB POS. Please watch our other tutorial for detailed information. If you have any queries, you can always reach out through IMS support.